Welcome to a clean shop. It's Easter, guys. Easter. You know, people want to come to the shop and check it out. Sorry I haven't ate all day, I'm starving. But, yeah. I did a full cleaning in here, guys. Full cleaning. I mean, it still needs a lot more cleaning, but hung a few more signs. Blew this thing out completely. Mopped the floors. Cleaned off all the countertops. I mean, you name it. It even smells nice in here. Everything's cleaned up. Pretty good. I even got my bathroom up and running again. Everything's cherry now. Look at that. Woo-wee. Got the peep show. I'm happy, guys. The bathroom smells refreshing. All the dust off my car. Monte Carlo's getting there. I didn't do anything to it today other than just blow it all down. Organize some of my blocks and stuff here on the hood that I was using. Just clean it up. Yeah. I gotta move this English wheel over there, but I gotta do some rearranging. Now that I got the bathroom situated, I can build that little cuartito there, so I can put my sandblaster in there for now. And then if I ever get that scroll compressor, then of course sandblaster is going to get booted. But here's the thing, guys, I have another shed out there that's full of nothing but all my fenders and stuff to my 40 and my 36. And once I start pulling all those parts out of that shed and start knocking them out and putting them back on the cars, that's where I'll probably end up putting the sandblaster and a few big tools that don't need to be in here. You know, I don't know. I kind of use all this stuff, but we'll see. I'll probably throw a few things in that shed instead, but yeah, just a little quick shop update, guys. I just wanted to show you that my shop does actually get clean. Because usually in here I'm stepping over shit and it's just thrashed, bro. I hate it. But I always know when I'm getting close to paint day, because the dust is less from sanding. You know, you're doing more priming and more light blocking. There's just less commotion, less tools out. Everything's starting to go, and then you start cleaning up shop little by little, blowing it out more often. I blow it out every day, but you know, you start cleaning and cleaning and cleaning, and by the time paint day comes, it feels like this. It smells good, it's clean, you know, and then you start sealing everything off and getting everything prepped, put all the final stuff away, and everything is ready for paint. It's just such a good feeling when you finally get to that point. The nice thing is the day you open up the garage and the garage is completely clean and the car is sitting there done, ready to get delivered. That was a good feeling. I really hate that I've taken so long on this car, but one thing that the guy that brought it to me told me is, hey, build this car like you're building it yourself. Like you're building it for yourself, like it's your own. You know, and it's exactly what I'm doing. I kind of do that with all my customers anyways. You know, I don't really half-ass stuff. You know, there's sometimes, you know, you kind of, you got to do what you got to do. But then there's stuff like this car, for some reason, I just don't get it, but it just gets me. It's just that car that I just want to make perfect. And I think it's just more of a challenge for me than anything. The experience, the challenge, and to be able to produce it and put it out completely perfect, knowing how bad and how hard this car was messed up when I started with it. But all in all, it really wasn't that bad. I've done worse, but this car is a big car. And it's a kind of car that I would like to have, you know, so it's different. Like with Phil's truck, I loved that truck, man. I would love to have that truck, but, you know, I'd love to have this car, but, you know, and the Mustang too was a cool car. It just wasn't for me. I'm not a Mustang guy at all. Would I build another one? Yeah, you know, but would I drive it for a little bit? Maybe just to sell it. But I probably would never keep it. Maybe if it was a convertible, I'd put it around, but it's just not for me. The minute someone pulled some money out of their pocket, here's the keys and the title, see you later. Anyway, fellas, I just want to say thank you for subscribing and everything. We're going to continue with this video. Other than that, tomorrow's Easter, so I'll be partying with the family here, having some beers, some whiskey, some good food. Get to see everybody I haven't seen for a good minute. Hang out with everybody. And then Monday, we're right back at it, guys. We will be right back at it here. Full throttle Monday. And see how far we can get to wrap the rest of this front clip up. Get this puppy back in some primer. And do its last final block. I'm getting close. With that being said, guys, I'll see you guys in the morning. Peace. Morning, guys. Happy Easter or Keister, whatever you want to call it. Got off of work, came out here, and went straight to the fire pit. Got them coals burning nice and hot, and probably been feeding that fire for about 2 hours. Cleaned my pool. I still got to go out there and cut my grass, but other than that, ham is ready to go. I make a cherry bourbon glazed ham, which I use cherry preserves, brown sugar, thyme, the cherry rub seasoning, and some cherry Admiral Nelson whiskey. And I make a glaze. Score the ham. I pour it all on there. I put a bunch of the dry rub on it, and then I wrap it in a whole bunch of foil, and then I just basically just lower it in that pit and let it cook for maybe about 4 to 5 hours. And sometimes I leave it in there all night. If I don't get a pre-cooked one, I leave it in there all night. But for today, considering the fact that I didn't have all night, I am going to go ahead and use a pre-cooked ham, which it only needs to be in there for, I don't know, 15 minutes a pound or something like that. But in a fire pit like this, who knows how long it's actually going to take. So I guess from there, let me show you where I'm at. There's my ham, there's my pit. We're going to drop this puppy in there. Yeah, this pit's been burning for about 2 hours. Put a bunch of wood in there, even some charcoal. Got the ham ready to roll. Set it right there. Boom. Every time I do this, I get all worried that it's not going to cook. But it will. It just takes time for that temperature to start rising. That's a pretty thick ass ham. If not, I'll fire up my Traeger or my pit boss, and I'll put that sucker on high and just throw it in there if I have to. But I think in 4 hours will be just fine. Guess I'll catch you guys here in a little bit with an update on it, and then yeah. Sorry guys, I worked all night. I'm tired. So, a little out of it. But anyway, there it is. That's such a cool pit. I love it. I'm actually planning on building a little a little table right here that I can put my stuff on top of. Maybe hang some pans underneath it and all that. And then I'm gonna put some stack stone, like flagstone. I'm gonna glue it to my wall here. And then I'm gonna finish this wall stepped down, and then put the flagstone there as well. So this has like a backer because my wall gets real black, and I just think the flagstone would look cool. And plus this looks like shit. So that's one of the plans I've had for this pit for a long time. I do have the insert there that goes right in there. It sinks down about a quarter way, and then I can just cook with charcoal in that. And then I have 2 rods that are rebars that there's holes in the sides that go through it, and then that metal grate sits on top of those rods, and that gives me like a charcoal grill. And also, if I decide I want to hang some meat in there, I just throw one of those rods in there and hang it all the way to the bottom instead of using that grate on the bottom like I am now. That's another thing I do. But I think what I'm going to build for this, maybe I hope this year, is a Santa Maria. I'm going to build a piece that goes completely around this. The 2 cords on it, a wheeling system that lowers it, and the grate itself will go all the way down to the tabs that sits on. And that way I can wheel it up, wheel it down, you know, depending on how hot it is, make my burgers and stuff. And I'm gonna just try that, see how that works out. Santa Maria style. I also thought of just leaving that in there to put your charcoal, and then building a Santa Maria that doesn't sink all the way down but goes right down almost to the top of that, so you can adjust it. I don't know, I want to try it. I thought about even one of the ones you stick in the ground that swings, and you can swing it over the top, lower it down, and then you can put one above it if you want to, but you can't go any further in the can. So I don't know, did I lose? Yeah, I did. This doesn't even show how much you want to bet the battery's dead on it. It's a strong possibility. I'm gonna go get batteries. I'm gonna cut my grass real quick. Probably take a little snoozer if I can sleep, I don't know. If not, I'll probably end up in the shop working on this Monte Carlo. But on the other hand, guys, I'll give you an update in a few hours when this thing starts actually cooking. Cool. Alright guys, well, the ham only took till noon. I didn't get I went out there and it was already at 2:53. Check it out. Fall off the bone. Literally, it's perfect. Yep, that's gonna be a good one. Anyway guys, about 3.5 hours, 4 hours or so maybe. Maybe even less than that, dude. See, I put it, it's 8:30. I put it in there like around 8:30. So 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. It was about 3 hours. Yeah, roughly. I'm tired, dude. I haven't slept yet. And it's already 12 and everyone's coming over at 2, so I'm gonna go ahead and go take a little nap real quick. And that way I can get up and enjoy the rest of my day. So I hope you guys do too. And anyways, there you go. Casket's Fab Shop. There you go. Casket Kustom's famous ham. Cherry Bourbon glazed ham. So I'll do this again for Thanksgiving. And then maybe we'll even throw a turkey in there one of these days too. So anyway, fellas, I will catch you here in a little while on when we continue the video part 13 of the Monte Carlo. Peace.